Give me 7 minutes, not a week, not starting Monday. 7 minutes. Because if 2026 ends up like every other year you've lived, it won't be because you lacked motivation. It'll be because you stayed comfortable. And comfort is sneaky. It doesn't feel like failure, and it feels like, I'll do it later. Let's be honest for a second. You don't need another motivational video. You don't need a new planner. You don't need a vision board with quotes you'll ignore by February. You've tried all that before. And it felt good, briefly. Then life happened. Again. What you need is to stop lying to yourself. Right now, there are two versions of you. The one you keep promising to become next year, and the one who keeps showing up instead. One lives in your imagination. The other controls your calendar, and every year those two meet, and only one wins. Let me guess how this usually goes. January hits. You feel dangerous. You're waking up early, drinking water, writing goals, watching videos like this at one point. 5 times speed. You tell people, this year is different. And for a moment, it actually feels true. By March, life gets busy. By June, you're tired. By October, you're saying, next year will be my year. And now, here you are again. Same phone, same habits, same excuses, just upgraded with better vocabulary, more self-awareness, same results. So let's lock in 2026 properly, not emotionally, practically. Here's the first uncomfortable truth. You don't lack discipline. You lack clarity. Most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they're vague. I want to be successful. I want more money. I want to be better. Those aren't goals. They're wishes dressed up as ambition. Better how? If I followed you around for a week, would your daily actions expose your goals or contradict them? Would your schedule tell the truth, or would it snitch on you? Because your future doesn't care what you meant to do. It only responds to what you repeatedly do when no one is watching. So here's your first lock-in rule for 2026. Pick one area to obsess over. 1, not 5, not a whole personality reset. 1, money, health, a skill, your mindset, your business, your education. One thing you're willing to prioritize even when you're tired. Even when no one is clapping. Because the fastest way to stay stuck is trying to upgrade everything at once. Depth beats variety. Always. Now, second truth, this one stings. You don't need more time, you need fewer distractions. You have the same 24 hours as people doing twice as much as you. Same clock, same calendar, different standards. The difference? They don't negotiate with their impulses. Every time you say, I'll just check this real quick, you're voting against the future you claim you want. And the scary part? Those votes add up quietly. Nobody ruins their life in one dramatic decision. They ruin it in small, daily compromises that feel harmless. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. 1,000 moments you'll never remember, but your future will. So here's rule number 2. If it costs you focus, it costs too much. That app you open out of boredom? That conversation that drains you every time? That habit you keep defending because everyone does it? 2026 doesn't need a better version of your distractions. It needs their removal. Third truth. You're waiting to feel ready, and that feeling isn't coming. Confidence doesn't arrive first, action does. You don't wake up one day magically disciplined. You become disciplined by doing things while feeling unprepared, tired, and unsure. Messy action beats perfect planning every time. The people you admire didn't feel special. They just moved when it was uncomfortable and stayed when it got boring. Which brings us to something nobody likes to hear. Motivation is useless in the long run. Systems win. Motivation gets you started. Systems keep you alive when motivation disappears. If your plan for 2026 relies on, I'll try harder, you've already lost. You don't rise to your intentions. You fall to your routines. So here's rule number 3. Build days that don't require willpower. Same wake-up time, same work block. Same non-negotiable habit. Not because it's exciting, but because consistency is boring, and boring works. Now let's talk about fear. Because deep down, this isn't about time or discipline. It's about the fear of committing and failing publicly. Failing loudly, failing honestly, Failing without an excuse, so you keep things vague. You keep your goals private, you half try so you always have an escape route. But hear this clearly. The regret of trying and failing hurts once. The regret of never trying hurts every year. And it gets heavier each time you say, I should be further by now. 2026 will not ask how scared you were. It will only show you the results of what you did anyway. So here's the final lock-in rule. Decide who you're becoming, then act like them daily. Not when it's convenient, not when you feel inspired. Daily, on good days, on bad days, on days where quitting feels reasonable. Because identity drives behavior. If you see yourself as someone who finishes what they start, you'll start finishing things. If you see yourself as someone who always falls off, you'll keep proving that story right. You don't need a new year. You need a new standard. This is the moment you choose which story survives. Not tomorrow, not next month. Now, another year has come whether you're ready or not. It doesn't care about your mood, your zodiac signs, or your big plans. So do future you a favor. Stop making them clean up your mess. So give me 7 minutes and I'll give you this challenge. When this video ends, don't scroll. Don't save it. Don't wait. Write down one thing you will commit to for all of 2026. Just one. Not something impressive. Something real. Then ask yourself, if I actually showed up for this every day, who would I be this time next year? That answer? That's the version of you that's been waiting. If this hit close to home, you already know why. Like, subscribe to this channel and comment the one thing you're locking in for 2026. And remember, another year will pass either way. The only question is whether you change with it. No pressure, just your future on the line. Let's see who actually shows up. I'll see you in the next video.